Have you ever imagined waking up in a place where the sky is never the same? Where the day might last only a few hours, but the nights are a spectacle no human painting could ever capture. Look up and you'd see thousands of shimmering rings, as if the universe had dropped its box of jewels. That's Saturn, the planet that feels like a dream made real. But what if you could live there?
Number 1. A world of rings and mysteries. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in the solar system. With more than 95 times the mass of Earth, it's a gas giant wrapped in swirling clouds, colossal storms, and a ring system so vast that millions of Earths could fit inside it. But Saturn is unlike any other world. It has no solid ground. If you tried to land, you'd sink, never touching anything solid. It would be like walking through a dream made of gas, wind, and dust. Its surface is a deadly mix of hydrogen and helium, the same gases that make up the Sun. Pressure and temperature rise so quickly that any human would be crushed and vaporized in seconds. So, living on Saturn is impossible. But perhaps living around Saturn is another story.
Number 2. Places we could live. Saturn's moons. Saturn has more than 140 known moons, each a tiny world with its own mysteries. Among them, Titan and Enceladus stand out as the most promising. Titan, the mirror of Earth. Titan is fascinating, the only moon in the solar system with a dense atmosphere, even thicker than Earth's. And get this, it rains there. But not water, it rains liquid methane. Imagine living in a base built on a sea of methane under an orange sky and frozen mountains. It would feel like living inside an eternal sunset. The gravity is so light that with a simple pair of artificial wings, you could fly. But it's brutally cold, minus 179 degrees Celsius. A single mistake with your suit, and the cold would burn you like invisible fire. Still, Titan remains the most Earth-like place beyond Earth itself. With nuclear power for heat and sealed habitats, humans might one day walk under that orange sky, staring at Saturn's glowing rings on the horizon. Enceladus, the frozen world that breathes water. Now, imagine a white, silent world, Enceladus. It reflects nearly all sunlight, making it one of the brightest objects in the solar system. But beneath its icy crust lies a vast subsurface ocean, warmed by hidden forces. From its cracks, geysers of water and vapor erupt into space, as if the moon itself were breathing. Scientists believe that deep within that ocean, there could be life, microorganisms swimming in alien waters. Living on Enceladus would mean existing atop an eternal glacier, under a sky filled with Saturn's silver rings. A refuge for dreamers, poets, and scientists.
Number 3. The sky of Saturn. Now imagine the view from one of Saturn's moons. At night, if you can call it night, Saturn fills the sky. Massive, golden, its rings cut through the darkness like blades of light. You'd wake up and see the planet covering the horizon. You'd feel the weight of the universe just by looking at it. For the first time, humanity would truly feel small and infinite at the same time. Seeing Saturn up close would be like staring at an ancient god, serene, distant, alive.
Number 4. The challenges of living near Saturn. Life around Saturn wouldn't be easy. The radiation, the cold, the distance, all extreme. Messages to Earth would take over an hour each way. Every breath would depend on machines. You'd have to create warmth where there is none and hope where sunlight barely reaches. Magnetic storms could destroy satellites, and low gravity would weaken your muscles and bones. Living there would be more than a physical challenge. It would be a spiritual one. To live there is to learn to exist between reality and the impossible. Number 5. Human life around Saturn. Human colonies orbiting Saturn might be floating cities, rotating habitats creating artificial gravity. Days would be short, nights long, and the view? Indescribable. Children would grow up never knowing Earth's blue sky, but they'd have something no one else ever did, the dance of Saturn's rings forever above them. Celebrations under the golden light, vows made facing the giant planet, art inspired by silence and infinity. Over time, humans wouldn't call Saturn the planet of rings anymore. They'd call it the distant home.
Number 6. The philosophy of living far from home. Living near Saturn would mean redefining what it means to be human. On Earth, the horizon is constant. There, it shifts with every rotation. Every few minutes, you'd see the sun rise and set, a cosmic ballet. Time would no longer be measured in hours, but in moments of wonder. And perhaps gazing at that golden giant, you'd ask, why did we come so far? And the answer would be simple, because dreaming is in our nature, and Saturn is the most beautiful dream ever to orbit our eyes.
Number 7. Scientific facts about Saturn. A day on Saturn lasts only 10 hours and 33 minutes. Winds can reach 1,800 kilometers per hour faster than any Earth hurricane. The rings are made mostly of ice and dust, from grains to house-sized chunks. Saturn would float in water. It's less dense than any other planet. The rings are slowly disappearing, pulled in by Saturn's gravity. In a few million years, Saturn might lose its rings entirely. Beautiful and tragic.
Number 8. The emotion of being human in a world of gas. Maybe Saturn's true beauty isn't in its rings, but in what they awaken within us. They remind us that beauty is fleeting and greatness lies in fragility. Living near Saturn would be like living inside a living metaphor, a reminder that the universe is vast, and yet we are capable of wonder, capable of turning the impossible into home. And one day, someone there might look up at the golden sky and tell stories about a small blue world called Earth. A new home in the rings of a dream. Living near Saturn wouldn't just be a scientific achievement, it would be an act of love for existence itself. A silent cry saying, "We are here, we still dream, we still seek beauty in the infinite." And as the sun reflects off the rings, painting space with golden light, you'd understand that every journey, every risk, every step away from Earth is a search for what it truly means to be human. If you've made it this far, it means you also dream of the unknown. So tell us, which planet would you choose to live on? Maybe Venus, Neptune, Uranus, or a lost moon waiting to be discovered? Don't forget to like, subscribe to Truth Explosion, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter of this cosmic journey. And remember, the universe is too vast not to explore, and too beautiful not to tell its story. See you on the next journey, traveler among the stars.